When we think of comets, we think of icy bodies leaving a trail of gas and dust behind them as they hurtle through space. But did you know that one planet in our solar system also has a tail, and it's not even made of ice? It's Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system, and the one that comes closest to the Sun. Now, new observations have given us an incredible close-up look at a never-before-seen feature of Mercury's orbit, a mysterious tail that emerges from the planet's sunlit side. It might not be an actual tail per se, but the features are pretty similar to what we see on comets. And it's all thanks to the powerful energy coming from our star. The Sun blasts the solar system with a stream of charged particles called the solar wind, which flows out from the Sun and pushes against everything in its path, including planets. Most planets have a magnetic field that deflects the solar wind, but Mercury's is a bit different. Mercury's magnetic field is so weak that it doesn't push the solar wind away. Instead, the solar wind actually drags Mercury's magnetic field lines along with it. And when the magnetic field lines are dragged around the planet's sunlit side, they form a long, thin tail that extends for thousands of kilometers into the black of space. This is what we've been able to observe thanks to the European Space Agency's BepiColombo spacecraft, which has been orbiting Mercury since 2021. It's equipped with a magnetometer that detects magnetic fields, which has allowed scientists to track Mercury's magnetic field and see how it is affected by the solar wind. What's really fascinating about this discovery is that it shows us just how powerful the Sun is. Even something as massive as a planet is affected by the constant stream of charged particles coming from our star. And Mercury is the perfect place to study this phenomenon because it's so close to the Sun. As Mercury orbits the Sun, the solar wind hits one side of the planet, creating a bright, hot plasma that glows with the energy of 10,000 suns. That is why Mercury's surface can reach temperatures of up to 430 degrees Celsius or 800 degrees Fahrenheit. On the other hand, Mercury's night side is plunged into darkness and temperatures can plummet to a frigid 180 degrees Celsius or minus 190 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a dramatic temperature swing, but it also creates an incredible spectacle as the Sun sets over Mercury's horizon. The boundary between the light and dark sides of the planet is a glowing orange line that marks where the solar wind is hitting the planet's atmosphere. And as Mercury continues its orbit around the Sun, the line moves with it, creating a never-ending sunset. But Mercury's extreme temperatures aren't just a pretty sight. They're also an important part of the planet's atmosphere. Mercury's atmosphere is very thin, but it does have an exosphere, which is a layer of gas that surrounds the planet. The extreme temperatures on Mercury cause the atoms in its exosphere to move really fast. In fact, some of them are moving at speeds of up to 6 kilometers or 4 miles per second. That is so fast that most of the atoms simply escape from Mercury's gravitational pull and get lost in space. But some of them to get trapped and form a thin layer of atmosphere that protects the planet from being blown away by the solar wind. Without this atmosphere, Mercury would be stripped of its atmosphere and its surface would be blasted away by the Sun's powerful winds. Mercury's atmosphere is also full of strange phenomena like solar tornadoes and magnetic crochet hooks. These features are created by the interaction between Mercury's magnetic field and the solar wind, and they show just how dynamic and ever-changing Mercury's orbit is. In fact, Mercury's orbit is so chaotic that it is impossible to predict what will happen to it in the future. The planet could be flung out of the solar system entirely, or it could be pulled into the Sun. But for now, Mercury continues to orbit the Sun, creating a never-ending show of plasma and magnetic fields that scientists are just beginning to understand. So if you thought you knew everything about Mercury, think again. There is still so much to discover about our solar system and the Sun's influence on the planets around it. Who knows what other secrets Mercury is hiding? If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe for more updates on all things space. With so much to explore in our solar system and beyond, there's always something new to learn. So join us on this journey of discovery and let's learn together. Thanks for watching.